Let's take you back 15 years. Okay, you're in Mumbai.
Yeah.
You're from Mumbai, right?
Yeah.
So you're in Mumbai. And 15 saal pehle, would you have thought that you'd be sitting here and, talking about your life journey and, everyone looking at you and reflecting?
Faizan, I came from a very, very, very humble background. I was raised by a single mother. My mom really struggled for every month paying my school fees or, getting me clothes to wear or, having food on our table. Um but one thing, she was visionary. She knew I want to change my daughter's story. They should be different. I remember when I turned 18, people won't even believe now when I say my story. When I turned 18, my mom enrolled me into driving class. And I said, Mom, we don't have money to do these things, and you're putting me in a driving class. I don't even think I'm ever going to have a car. Our house is, so tiny, there's no parking down. What am I going to do with that driving class, the license? She said, I'm getting you ready for your future. I said, I'm sorry. And she's told me this before also, okay, not only when I turned 18. She said, I'm going to get you ready for the future that is, waiting for you. You're going to be on a stage, you're going to talk about your story. People are not going to believe, but that time you're going to have all the skills that will help you shine bright, and that will keep you ready for the opportunities that come your way. So I think, yes, I dreamt big for myself always, because a visionary woman supported me and showed me that vision. So, yeah.
You said it was, I'm sorry. You said it wasn't easy growing up. Can you dwell upon that just a little bit? And you said you had big dreams. So
Yeah.
while growing up in a difficult situation where you didn't have ample resources, what is it that you thought that you would become one day?
Yeah. It was difficult, yes. There were challenges, there were struggles. But I think only when now I grow up, I understand that that is real life, that is reality, that is most part of the world's reality, okay? Feels easy now, but of course, that time when we were going through really through storms. Um, I'm sorry, I forgot what your question
Now,
was.
my question was, growing up the way you have grown up with a
Yeah,
single mother and she was slogging it off,
yeah,
and you said that you had big dreams. What
yeah,
is it that you dreamt of
yeah.
during that time
Yeah,
when you were growing up, when you were just a teen?
yeah. I'm sorry. This is a very emotional one, which is why I went somewhere else. But uh, I remember when I was 13, and it was my school summer holidays. And like I said, always all the struggles were my mom's struggles that time. And there was one little factory next to our house, and they were, just I can call it as internship, right? And there were internship opportunities, and I went there and I worked and I came back with 300 rupees.
Wow.
That's the first time I understood, dude, I can do something. I can really take some responsibility from my mom's shoulder, contribute in a very small way possible, but that's a big amount at that time, right? I said, I can do it, I can do this. That's the first time I realized I can help my mom. And this was a dream for me. This is what I
Okay.
wanted to do. Like a big dream, mom ko help karna hai. At that time, I didn't know she doesn't need my help. She is helping me to become something. But I was very naive. I thought I'm going to help my mom. So this is it. This is all that I had in my head. I'm going to do this. For very long time, I was thinking I'm just taking responsibilities of my household. I'm helping my mom and I'm doing things. And once I matured, I realized I was building myself. My mom had a vision that she's going to build her daughter, and I was just helping myself in this. So that's all my dream was.
And now that you have a big car, you're living at a very comfortable place, and you're doing your own business, ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ अचीव किया लाइफ में?
Uh, Big car, big house, ye sara to was not on my list. Okay,
Okay.
that doesn't count how successful I am, or doesn't measure my success. Am I living the life that I wanted to? For example, having a lot of opportunities, building something, living my dreams. I remember when I was very young, I was very fascinated to learn tennis. But when I started understanding, oh, the tennis racket is so
Yeah.
expensive, the tennis sport is so expensive. And today I live in a community where I have a court and free tennis. You can just go anytime and play. So seeing that now I can fulfill my dreams, this is what my success is and what I've achieved. And I think, yeah, I've done something, and I also feel there's a lot more I want to do, which I will do.
I resonate with that tennis story. I could not play tennis for the same reason. You know, we had courts, we had everything. My friends were playing tennis, but I could not buy a racket while growing
Yeah.
up. So I completely understand what you're
I
saying.
remember that time when I think I had Googled or I don't know what, but the racket was 6,000 rupees or 9,000 rupees. I said, no, this is not a
Somewhere
sport. If
around
the
that,
racket is
yes.
so expensive, then the sport is going to be all the more expensive. So, yeah, so these are the things that I haven't forgotten. Why? Because it helps me understand and measure my success. These are the things, these are those wishes which I had to kill. Though 99% of the things my mom did it for me, but there were little more extra wishes which I didn't. Then now when I can do it, I feel okay, I've done something in life.
सबसे सस्ता racket that I looked out for was 1,500 bucks. I could not buy that.
Hmm.
You know, so I completely understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, लोगों को जो भी सोचना है वो सोचें, because
Hmm.
a lot of people I'm sure would look at you and think,
Hmm.
इनको तो life में सब आसानी से मिल गया.
Hmm.
So I want to touch upon these two things. एक तो privilege वाला. I'm sure a lot of people must have come to you and say, अरे इनका क्या है? इनको तो 10 साल से आराम से business कर रहे हैं, right? And the other thing is, how difficult was it to actually establish your business when you came down to Dubai for the first time?
I met my business partner, who's my husband, back in Bombay in 2014. We were in the gym working out together, and he was, distributing some merchandise, orphanage merchandise. His father ran an orphanage in Bombay, so he was distributing those merchandise. That's when we started talking. So then he took everybody from the gym to the orphanage, and that's where we got a chance to talk to each other. And he felt very different because he was discussing business ideas. You first time meet a girl and you don't talk about those things. So that's how we met. In that point in time, I was doing really well in my career. I already was working, and I was a team leader with 32 people under me.
Wow.
And living a dream life. We had a house in Bombay of our own, and things were really going well. And I didn't know what my new decision is going to bring for me. When he talked about his business idea and all, he talked about a technology platform that he wanted to, and technology has been my strength. My first job was technology, and I love technology. So when we discussed, I said, you know what, this is an amazing idea, I would like to come on board. And there's a story behind it, and then we moved to Dubai. Started When we started, we again hit rock bottom, because it's not, business is not something where you think everything, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make this much money, then I'm going to invest again, and then double money, double money. This only happens in movies, okay? And we hit rock bottom, and I said, oh my God, I'm pushed back to say 10, 15 years from where I struggled, and I reached somewhere in my life, and then again I'm, here. I'm struggling again, and now in a new country, in Dubai, in UAE, in Dubai. So it wasn't very easy. It was very, very, very difficult. Every single day you wake up, you're doing your own business. There's nobody else to do anything for you. You're doing everything on your own. And I'm not a business university student. We had to learn everything, on the
fly,
field.
yeah.
We learned everything, and then we did it. So it's not been a easy journey. It's not been an easy journey.
And what do you want to say to the people who think that you're privileged and, and whatnot?
There are a couple of things here. For example, I work out in the gym, and when you look at those videos, some of my best friends say, looking at you, I think I can do these pull-ups too. Looking at you, I think I can also do these monkey bars. So a lot of times when you see something, it feels very easy, only until and unless you try it yourself. So, and success is such a thing that you don't get. For example, there are so many successful men and women, and you see so many kids, they don't make it. Their kids, they don't make it. So success is something that you yourself have to achieve it for yourself. You have to wake up every single day. There has to be discipline, there has to be consistency. Only then you're going to have something. You're not going to get anything on your platter. So the people who talk about privilege, they must have not tried it. They don't know about it, so which is why they very easily say it.
आपने बहुत खूबसूरती से ये बात कही है. If I were to say this, I would say this, bro, walk in my shoes and then talk.
Yeah.